Hello everyone, welcome to my video about Scrapple, a dish that's part of my family's traditions. Scrapple is a dish that's been passed down through several generations in my family, all the way back to my German ancestors. But it is much more than just a meal to me. It connects me to my cultural and ethnic identity. This dish resembles frugality and resourcefulness in my community, in my ancestors, coming across the Oregon Trail and also farming in Pennsylvania and all the way back to Germany. Originally, Scrapple was developed as a way to stretch meat and minimize waste. Historically, organs and other undesirable cuts of meat were used in this recipe as it made them more palatable. These are the ingredients my family uses now to make the recipe: cream of wheat, cornmeal, oats, pork roast that's been boiled and ground, and then various spices, particularly highlighting coriander. These ingredients were cheap and easy to come by for early Americans and later on pioneers to Oregon. My family has carried this tradition forward. We make Scrapple on Christmas morning and on other special occasions. Scrapple is a way for me to connect back to my ancestors and see how they might have eaten and thought about things in their farming and other agronomic lifestyles. Now, I'm excited to share this recipe with all of you guys. Let's start cooking. Scrapple was originally made to use every part of the pig, ensuring nothing went to waste. On farms and in working class households, this kind of cooking was essential for survival. The grains, like cornmeal and oats, not only extend the dish, but also reflect how ingredients were adapted based on regional availability. Today, these same principles, minimizing waste and making the most of ingredients, remain relevant in discussions about food sustainability and food justice. This food tradition is deeply tied to history and migration. Scrapple, for example, was brought to the US by early European settlers and adapted based on ingredients available in North America. Over time, it became a staple in certain communities, particularly in the Amish regions. Its continued presence highlights how food evolves through cultural exchange and necessity. While originally made with organs, many modern versions, including my family's, use pork roast and accessible grains while maintaining the dish's essence. Once the mixture is combined in the pot, it's boiled and then poured into loaf pans to set. This step was crucial for preservation before refrigeration was a thing, allowing the dish to be stored and consumed over time. The way food is prepared and stored reflects not just practicality, but also the cultural knowledge passed down through generations. After cooling, Scrapple is sliced and ready to fry. This step transforms it from a simple grain-meat mixture into a dish with rich texture and flavor. My family serves it during the holidays, a time when food plays a key role in bringing people together. Cooking and eating Scrapple isn't just about sustenance, it's about storytelling, about remembering the people who came before us and the ways they made do with what they had. Frying gives Scrapple its signature crispiness, balancing texture and taste. While this dish remains a regional favorite, it has evolved over time. Once a necessity in working class kitchens, Scrapple is now embraced in new ways, from home cooking to restaurant menus. However, its origins as a dish rooted in resourcefulness and sustainability continue to be an essential part of its story. Hello guys, welcome back to the table. Thanks for joining me in exploring what this food is. It was so fun to make it. It's not Christmas right now, so it's a little weird that I'm making it right now, but that's okay. We're rolling with it. Oh, it smells so good. Here's a closer look. This is how my family would eat it on Christmas morning. Eggs, bacon, and the Scrapple itself. It's rich, it's savory, has a crunchy feeling, it's meaty, it's umami, it's just really good. It's really comforting. It reminds me of home. Gets you ready for a cold day. I think that's how I think my ancestors thought about it too. Working on the farm. It's a comfort to think that my ancestors enjoyed this food and associated the same feelings and comfort that I do with it back then. I think something that I need to say about the context of all this is that my family and myself are beneficiaries of settler colonialism. Scrapple is a product of migration and adaptation. When my ancestors came to America, but it is also shaped by colonialism and land taken. I'm grateful for this food, and that it provides much thought and connection to me, to my ancestors, but also reminds me to reflect upon the past. And I hope that in your guys' projects that you're doing for this assignment, that you were able to reflect on what history shaped this food, and how maybe they're positive or maybe they're negative, as my food has both of those. Thank you guys for listening and watching. I'm very grateful that I'm able to share my history with all you guys. Thank you.